So, hello everyone. I am Debashis from Revsportz, and we are here discussing about the upcoming Kolkata derby in ISL. And with me to discuss is none other than former East Bengal player Alvito D'Counha, joining all the way from Goa. Alvi, welcome to Revsportz. Obviously, both the teams, as you know, are on 22 points from 11 matches. So, whichever side wins the Kolkata derby on Sunday will put a step forward in clinching the ISL title. So let me first ask you, means which team do you think will start as favorites for the Sunday's Kolkata derby and why?
See, obviously it's East Bengal. It's not because I've played for East Bengal, not played for Mohun Bagan. It's obviously because I have played for East Bengal, but also that they are the favorites. The way they have been playing, the way they have a superior goal aggregate in every ways. For East Bengal, even if not a win, even if it's a draw, I think East Bengal has got a huge advantage with a +7 goal average. And off late, if you see Mohun Bagan's performance, might be that they have not lost a match, but uh, if you ask me as a neutral perspective, I would keep East Bengal much ahead of Mohun Bagan. And this is a golden opportunity for East Bengal to grab this ISL season for the first time. And also, if they want, they can also win the derby. So there will be a double joy for all the fans who have been waiting for the last so many years.
So do you reckon that it's going to be a tactical battle between the two coaches, Oscar Bruzon and Sergio Lobera?
Obviously, I think it's I mean, two Spanish coaches on the sidelines. Oscar Bruzon, when he has come to the final hurdles, maybe he has struggled. But there's a saying in Hindi, "Safal ka phal meeta hota hai." So maybe Durand Cup loss from Mohun Bagan's win and then losing to Diamond Harbour in the semi-final, IFA Shield loss, or any the other tournament, the Super Cup loss. So I think this is a big stage which was waiting for East Bengal. If maybe they had to win the Durand Cup or IFA Shield or Super Cup, the team might have been relaxed, thinking that okay, আমরা একটা trophy পেয়ে গেছে বছরের একটা trophy. And but now East Bengal, if you see them, they were hungry. ওরা যখন IFA Shield ওরা হেরে গেছে finally to Mohun Bagan, in the Super Cup to FC Goa in Goa, so Diamond Harbour in Durand Cup. So players were hungry for the trophy. So and I think this is a golden opportunity to finish the season on a high. তো এবার যদি প্লেয়াররা না করতে পারে, I don't think East Bengal have a chance to win the ISL. This is a great opportunity, and I'm very confident that they will make it this time.
Right. Alvi, obviously, a bit of a controversial question. You were recently dragged into controversy by Oscar Bruzon before that Punjab FC game. So what is your reaction to it?
See, I have no reaction at all because I think that was what statement what Oscar Bruzon made was what he felt, but what he feels is not my concern. My concern is to see the East Bengal team becoming the champion. I've played for this East Bengal team for 15 years. I've given my sweat, I've given my blood, and I know what this team means to me. So I really don't care what he talks about me or what he talks about any other footballer. What matters to me is that the East Bengal team winning the ISL, the supporters who have been crying for years and years to see the smile on their face, the officials, the investors who have been really working hard day and night to build up a good squad. For them all, if we can bring a smile, that will be a great day for me. I really don't care what Oscar Bruzon speaks because I will be for the East Bengal team till my last breath. I mean, my heart is going to cry when I see them not winning till my last breath. My heart is going to smile when I see them winning championships. So Oscar Bruzon, he will just smile or he will be with the team till the time he's here. But if you ask me, honestly speaking, whatever done and said, Oscar Bruzon, even if he wins the ISL with East Bengal, I would request him to stay back because a winning coach has to always continue with the squad, and that is what is going to, help the team to think about the future. But if he wants to leave and go, that's his choice. But if you ask me personally, a winning coach should always be retained and be kept for the coming season as well, because একবার যদি ভালো কিছু যদি একটা মানুষকে নিয়ে হয়, ওই মানুষকে নিয়ে সবসময় থাকা উচিত. So I believe in that.
So let
Changing
me just
coaches is not the right thing to do, but
so
I would really want
that's
Oscar Bruzon to reconsider himself if he wins the ISL. Speak to the management, speak to the investors, and definitely you can come up with something good for everyone.
Yeah, obviously that's a big statement from you. In fact, today in the executive committee meeting of East Bengal Club, the committee has in fact requested the Imami board to request Oscar Bruzon to rethink about his decision and requesting him to stay back. So I think that. Obviously, if East Bengal go on to win the championship, don't you think that that's a very good call from the executive committee to request Imami board to request Oscar to
Yeah,
stay back for another
obviously,
season?
that's very important, because I think when you are a champion coach, you need to continue with the team, because whenever the team doesn't do well, it's always been criticized for the coaches. The coaches have been criticized, not the players. The players are there for throughout the year. So when the coaches have been sacked for not being at their best, or at the club not being at their best, so the same way I would say, when the coaches win a championship, their contract has to be extended. They should be given the free hand to build up a squad. And I believe East Bengal is a team not to just, look for changes. I don't know for what Oscar Bruzon made the statement. Maybe he felt that nobody's been talking to him for the to build up a squad for the coming season. But honestly speaking, I think all the franchises who are playing in the ISL, they are also concerned what is going to happen in the next year in the ISL, whether ISL is going to happen or not. If you look at their comments and you look at their thinking, none of the teams are really looking forward to build up a squad for the coming season, because everything is in darkness. Nobody knows what's going to happen. But definitely, as an Indian, I would want the ISL committee members or the All India Football Federation to really think and speak to the clubs as quickly as possible, so that they start building up a squad for the next season.
Right. Alvi, if I may ask you, who do you attribute East Bengal's success so far this season?
See, if you talk about as a team, obviously it's Oscar Bruzon, because at times when the team did not play well, I think it's a part of the team. But when the team plays well, you need to also give credit to the coach for the way he has built up a team. There are some good recruitments that they have made with Bipin Singh, or with Mingal, or Rashid, or with Kevin, or with Ejajare. So I think overall the first credit should go to the coach. Definitely, the second credit should go to the players. There are some exceptional players who have been really at their best this season, who could not do well in the last couple of seasons. But not mentioning anyone individually, I think football, as we all know, it's a team game, and everybody has played their part. And they have really been fantastic throughout the season. So definitely, but now this is the crucial time. Nobody will remember what you have done in the last 11 matches. What matters is this in the next two matches. And I believe East Bengal have the strength, they have the depth in them to finish it off in style, not only by winning the derby, but definitely we know if they win the derby, they are any which ways, they are the champion of ISL this season. So you cannot get a better stage than this one. You have a double stage set for the 17th of May 2026, which will be a history. East Bengal beat Mohun Bagan and they became the ISL champion. So they can do it. And I want the players to prove that why they are there in East Bengal club. I wish I was a part of this team, because these matches were the most easiest matches of my career. And beating Mohun Bagan was a dream come true for me. And I want these players to really prove that why they are all in East Bengal club. Wearing the East Bengal red and yellow jersey should make them feel proud of themselves. And by beating Mohun Bagan on the 17 and becoming the ISL champion, will make them more and more proud. And I hope they can do that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Alvi, obviously, do you think that Mohun Bagan wasted a great opportunity by drawing the last two fixtures against FC Goa and Inter Kashi?
Yeah, I should not be talking about my rivals, but still, since you have asked me a question, let me talk about it. Yes, that was a great opportunity which was lost. But come on, let's not forget that Inter Kashi is a wounded side. They would also not want to lose. And with Hawas leaving the sidelines, so it's an honor for Abhijit Mandal to be on the sidelines as a coach and to prove that the Indian coaches are not less than any foreign coaches. So he worked really. I mean, he made it a point to tell to all the players that you need to give your more than 100% to make sure that you at least gain a point against Mohun Bagan. And let's not forget that same wounded team will be facing East Bengal in the last match. So the best thing is East Bengal need to finish it in style on the 17th, win that match, and you are the champion. There's no other team who can really reach to that point margin. So, but yes, I think there are Punjab or Mumbai also who are still in the race, and maybe a draw could also be a waste of an opportunity for both the sides. So, but not thinking too much and not looking into the analysis about the other teams and all that, I think East Bengal, they have a chance to win. But yes, as you rightly said, everybody expected Mohun Bagan to win the last match against Inter Kashi, and maybe they would have got an advantage to go up by 2 points. But you know, if that had to happen, maybe they would have been more relaxed, casual, maybe going for a draw. And sometimes going for a draw is never a good score. And I would also request East Bengal to please not go for a draw, because going for a draw is never a safe, a safe game to play. So go for a win. If you don't get a win, at least you know you can at least, even your draw is a good result for you, and then finish it off in the last match. But not thinking and not analyzing too much about this match. So it's a very simple thing. I wish East Bengal wins the derby match.
And Albi, let me just ask you: will East Bengal miss the services of Saul Crespo and Naurim Mahesh Singh, and how big a setback will it be in the derby?
See, missing any player who have been a regular starter for the team is always a big miss for the team. But then, as we know, that East Bengal is not about 11 players. East Bengal it's about its bench strength what we have. And if East Bengal is a good side this year, it's because of the bench strength that they had in them. But definitely, Saul Crespo might not be one of the great players, one of the best players, but I think he brings something different in the side. Whenever he's there on the field, he is a player like who keeps moving around, covers a lot of ground in the midfield, and I think he's one of the important players for the side. But definitely not talking about one player. Whoever plays in that position, whether it's Rashid, whether it's Shavik may be suspended, whether it's a Jixon, whoever plays, they need to rise to the occasion. They need to play like a true champion. And I'm definitely sure that they have that thing in them. If we talk about Nauram Mahesh Singh could not play a big part this year for East Bengal, but definitely as a great footballer, his absence will be really felt or missed in this match. But whoever is there present for this derby match, I'm sure they are going to all give their best and make sure that East Bengal wins this derby match.
Albi, Oscar Bruzo has recently played three defenders in Jigsan Singh, Kevin Sabia, and Anwar Ali. So, do you think that against Mohun Bagan, should we stick to three defenders in the derby?
Uh, if you ask me personally, I don't think that would be a wise decision to go with the three-man defense. If he wants to go with a three-man defense, he need to have those two side backs who are genuine side backs, and not somebody like Vishnu or like Bipin Singh, because let's not forget Mohun Bagan has got Manveer Singh and Liston Kulaso or Robson, so they can create dangers from the flanks. So this is my personal opinion. I'm not here to advise Oscar Bruzon what he needs to do, because he is definitely an experienced coach, a highly rated coach. So uh, very simple. If you want to go for a three-man defense, please start with the two proper side backs. Or it's good to go with a four-man defense wherein two stopper backs and two side backs. So, but because the only place where I see danger for East Bengal against Mohun Bagan is on the flanks. So either Rakib or Nunga or Jay Gupta, they can stop the wingers on the flanks. It's game over for East Bengal. East Bengal can easily win the match.
So what could make a difference in the derby and why?
See, if you're talking about East Bengal, who can make a difference? It's obviously going to be Mingal with the space that he has, the ground that he covers. He's not one player who only plays as an attacking medio. He also supports the striker, but he also falls back for the team, and that's very important. But I think he would be one of the key players. So if Mingal plays well, definitely it's a huge advantage for East Bengal. And as I said, if you want to stop Mohun Bagan's rhythm, you need to stop these two flanks because they are the ones who supplies more balls to McLaren. And the defense like Kevin or Anwar or Jixon, they only need to make sure that they stop the runs of McLaren because McLaren is dangerous when he makes those runs behind the defense. He is one of the, I feel he is one of the best strikers, and that's the reason why it makes him one of the best because he knows how to run behind the defense. As a one-man striker, I think McLaren is the best, but definitely I am sure East Bengal have the players who can really manage and hold McLaren up front, not making sure that he doesn't score any goals.
Final couple of questions. Obviously, you spoke about McLaren, but obviously, Yusuf Ezari has also been scoring goals for East Bengal. He is currently in the highest goal scorer in ISL this season with 10 goals. So, are you banking on East Bengal? The fact that they have scored 27 goals and there have been multiple goal scorers this season, which has not been the case till last season.
Yeah, see, and that is, I think, the strength of East Bengal because, most of the players, they're involved in goal scoring. Whether it's the midfielders, whether it's the strikers, even player like Anwar Ali, he had scored a couple of goals. So I think when you have so many players who can score goals, that is an added advantage for your team. So from the flanks, if you see Edmund, Mingal, Bipin, Vishnu, Nandakumar, Ejajari, Anwar Ali, they have been all in the score sheet. So I think this is a huge advantage. But definitely this match is going to be a different match. This match is not only about, about the temperament or one of the matches in the ISL, but it is about how are you prepared to play against Mohun Bagan. It's a high voltage match. So players have to be on their toes. They have to be focused for the 90 plus minutes. You cannot lose your focus at any point of time. This is a high voltage match, as I said. And the ones who are prepared to play this match for more than 90 minutes, they are the true champion. And I believe East Bengal can do that.
Finally, your prediction. Alvito D'Counha's prediction for Sunday's
Obviously,
derby.
if you ask me my prediction, and in the last couple of matches, what I've seen the performance of Mohun Bagan, except keeping the ball possession, I feel it should be an easy day for East Bengal to beat Mohun Bagan and to be the champion. If East Bengal loses this chance, believe me, I don't know when we are going to see East Bengal winning the ISL. This is the golden opportunity, and trust me, I wish I was a part of this team to really go past Mohun Bagan. This is for me one of the easiest matches. Trust me, I'm not saying because I'm retired today, but if you look at the Mohun Bagan team, they are one of the worst team I can call them. They are lucky that they are fighting for the championship. They are lucky because they have the big names, but sometimes big names is not everything. And this is the best chance for East Bengal. Just go and give your more than 100% and just do it on the field. Me, Alvito D'Counha, or any other player by talking will not prove anything as long as they go and fight for the 90 odd minutes to show that why they are in East Bengal colors.
So that was Alvito D'Counha for you. Obviously, he reckons that if East Bengal does have a golden opportunity to perhaps win their maiden ISL, and for that to happen, they must first win the Sunday's derby. And if East Bengal can win that derby, means believe me, the atmosphere at the Salt Lake Stadium on Sunday will be all red and gold. And that is what that millions and millions of West Bengal fans will be hoping and dying for. Means so. Thank you very much, Alvito D'Counha, and hopefully we'll catch up soon.
Thank
So
you
that's
so
it
much,
from
Mama.
our
Joy
side.
is Bengal.
Troy Bengal. So keep watching this space and keep glued to Red Sports for all the updates throughout our coverage of sports. This is me, Devasis, signing out. Keep watching Red Sports.